Access to sanitary towels is a major problem for some girls and women in the country. The absence of these essential commodities during menstruation has led many girls into a trap of having sex to get them and even sometimes missing school.
Kuna vitu venye tunafaa tufuatilie ambavyo najua wengi wetu wanajua.
Menstrual hygiene management is one of the major components of health hygiene education, and there are indeed many barriers facing the issue across the country, especially among low-income women. According to the 2019 to 2024 Menstrual Hygiene Control Strategy, launched by the Ministry of Health on May 11, 2020, status analysis reports indicate that girls face challenges every month, with 58% of girls in rural areas and 53% of urban girls in the country unable to purchase pads or sanitary towels for their hygiene. In the report, an average of 22% of school-age girls said they buy their hygiene products, which raises the question of who gives them the money and at what cost. Another study warned that some girls from poor families needed boyfriends to pay for their pads, and only 30% of schools provided hygiene pads to their students, and in most cases they provide when it is urgent.
We have many challenges so that sometimes your parents don't have any amount of money, so that you cannot be able to find that pads.
Huko home hakunanga bali tunapatanga pads, pengine unasema umeanza period na huwezi kupata pads, pengine unakuwa na pesa ya kujisaidia, unatafuta vitambaa ujiweke, na hiyo si mzuri.
The Ministry of Health's Menstrual Hygiene Control Strategy indicates that only 36% of rural schools had enough toilets for girls, which could help them change their pads, this being evidence that there is a problem facing girls in the country, causing them embarrassment and avoiding school. While there are organizations that are committed to distributing sanitary towels for free across the country, it is important for the national and county governments to invest in the achievements of the goal of menstrual status among girls and women, as a survey published by the consulting firm FSG in 2016 cannot afford to buy the towels. Self-menstruation remains a challenge for some girls who have reached the adolescence age and women in the country. This is due to the absence of proper supplies such as sanitary towels during their periods. The lack of towels is among the reasons why girls, especially in rural areas and slums, become pregnant due to the influence of some men that they will help them get the essential products. Many girls also miss school during menstruation due to lack of these products. To address challenges among girls during menstruation, Hope Media visited Nairobi's Gorogosho slums in Ruaraka sub-county to help girls and women in the area to have safe menstruation.
Wengi wanajiuliza kwa nini walizaliwa kwa slum, but hawajaipata answer. In the morning unaamka, but the four corners of your squeezed single room ndio the view. Poverty imekuwa serious mpaka maskini wanakuita maskini.
Korogosho slum has about 20,000 residents. Girls and women here are facing challenges due to the high cost of living and the availability of money to buy pads every month, which costs between 50 shillings to 150 shillings, is difficult. Earlier December 2022, Hope Media, the media arm of Christ is the Answer Ministries Sitam, organized a ceremony dubbed Padagal in partnership with the Fountain of Living Waters Ministry, and reached out to 850 girls and more than 80 local women by giving them pads which will last them for about 5 months. At the event, the girls and women were taught about sex education and hygiene during menstruation, which has become a major barrier among girls in puberty.
Periods is not by choice, we have to. For sex, we have a choice not to do sex. Sawa sawa. Kwa hivyo, during this holiday, it is my request. Na ninaomba tusiende kufanya vitu ambazo zitatuweka katika hatari ya kupata nini? maambukizi ya kupata mimba za mapema. Sawa sawa.
And in order to make sure they still have safe periods even after the pads they were given get finished, they were taught how to make homemade pads.
Yenye ni cotton ndio inakuwa juu. Hapa nje unaweza tumia yeyote ambayo unapenda. Unaweza chagua ya maua ama yoyote tu ile umepata. Sawa sawa. Unaweza tumia hata juala. Sawa? Si tunajua kwenye tunaishi. Labda hiyo Winpro hautaifikia. Tumia kile unaweza afford. Hii kitambaa ingine hakikisha ni cotton na haita kuchoma. Sawa sawa. Hii ingine unaweza weka swag. Okay? So kuna Winpro, kuna hiyo cotton, yetu ni heavy kidogo, then kuna ile layer ingine.
Korogosho OCS Ahmed Yako commended Hope Media for organizing the event and urged the girls to maintain discipline at all times, both at home and school.
Mimi ningependa kuwahimiza jambo moja wasichana, hasa kwa wasichana. Kuna this being a slum, kuna challenges ya drugs tuko naye. Kuna mambo na wasichana wakati kupotea kidogo. Utenda kwa kijana ile ya boda, kijana fulani kule mlisoma naye zamani, alimaliza, uende ukae kule. Nafikiri ndio kitu mnakuja kuangazia vile mtakuja kuishi na wazazi yenu. Wengine ni mayatima, wengine wako kwa children's home. Ni mzuri ukuze ile discipline kama msichana, sawa sawa. Usipotoshwe. Opportunity, you have got actors wala wanaserenyi kwa school fees. Mahitaji yenu kidogo kidogo, sio kama sisi wakati ya zamani. So nyinyi yenu jukumu yenu kile kidogo mko naye kujicommit kusoma na kutenda wema wakati wote, sawa sawa. So
the Chief of Staff from the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Sport and Arts, who represented Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba, said that the government appreciates community development projects.
And just by interacting with the young people here and the young women, we know that there's so much that we have to do to ensure that we actually build back better from the bottom up as per His Excellency the President's agenda. And that is why we are here. And that is why the Minister sent us, so that we just make sure that we show our solidarity with partners such as Hope FM, who are carrying out some of these initiatives. So we are truly happy to be here.
According to Head of Media at Hope Media, Dismas Makanda, there is need for different organizations to conduct such initiatives aimed at benefiting the vulnerable in society.
There are people in our country who are going through very hard, difficult situations. And for this event happening here in Ngomongo, we identified about 1,200 girls who had difficulty of going through their menses. They are not able to get sanitary pads on a day-to-day or during their cycle. And therefore we spoke to many people, partners who came on board, and more specifically Crisis and the ministry who sponsored us. We have Friends of Hope who have come on board. We have supermarkets and many people individually who came on board to be able to give us the resources to bless the people here. I can tell you, I can see the faces of many young people between the age of 10 and 24. They are so excited for getting this thing that they have maybe not had for a long time. We truly want to thank everyone who partnered with us to make this event successful.
In his address during the 2022 Jamhuri celebrations, President William Ruto directed the Ministry of Education to collaborate with the innovators at St. Paul's University in producing and distributing sanitary towels in local schools.
The most consequential breakthroughs in technological innovation have greatly enhanced human well-being. Among the Innovation Week's champions are the winners of 2022 Holt Prize Eco Banner from St. Paul's University, who employed the concept of green and circular economy to produce biodegradable sanitary pads from banana fiber. I have asked the Ministry of Education, in recognition of their innovation, to work with these young innovators on the delivery of our commitment to provide sanitary pads for schools in Kenya.
In 2017, President Uhuru Kenyatta signed the Basic Education Amendment Act into law, placing the responsibility of providing free, sufficient and quality sanitary towels on the government. The law also compels the government to provide a safe and environmentally sound mechanism for disposal of the sanitary towels. 2 years after the law came into effect, there were concerns that schoolgirls were not receiving sanitary towels despite the government allocating billions to support the program. In addition to this, studies by researchers in Kenya have shown safe and effective use of menstrual products which can enhance girls' ability to attend school and engage in different activities at home without discrimination or inferiority. For Hope TV, I'm Alice Diana.